Hello, fifth grade families, and welcome to fifth grade. I have as a quick video here for you to kind of explain what we're doing and how we're doing it here at school. And I'm going to try my best to not move too quickly. But as you can see so far, desks are spaced out 3 feet apart. I have an example of how the students will sit or have been sitting so far. Desks are on the opposite ends of the tables so that they are 3 feet apart. The tables are spaced out as well, at least 3 feet apart. And with that said, I just want to go ahead and get started with like what the room again kind of looks like, my teaching space here. So I am spaced from them as well, at least 6 feet apart, and desks just kind of scattered throughout. So the next thing that I wanted to talk about real quickly is our schedule. This is our visual schedule that all the children will see every day so they know what's going on. We always start with our soft start breakfast, which happens at 7:50, which is now starting on Tuesday. The 28th is going to be in the cafeteria. We start our day every day with community meeting. We have a middle of the day meeting and an end of the day meeting. So we meet 3 times a day to kind of discuss any problems or issues that may arise, as well as just talking about our class norms, our school norms, and some rules around, being kind and respectful and showing care for others. It's a great new curriculum that we've started, and the kids are really enjoying it. After that, we do have our handwriting block of time here for just about 10 minutes where we work on cursive this year. So your child might come home and start talking about, I learned this letter, or I'm doing this or that in cursive, and I'm so excited. They're showing a lot of excitement so far about it. So I'm excited to see how they end the year with it. After handwriting and cursive, we go into our first math block. And then after that, and first math block actually is going to be more of like a whole group instruction, kind of talk about the lesson and what we're doing. For the second math block, which comes later in the day, we transition into writing and ELD. And then after that, we have specials. It'll either be music, PE, or hopefully a checkout time in the library. We're so excited to have PE back. We haven't had PE here in about 15 years, so the kids are really excited about that. And currently, they're learning to throw frisbees, so that's really exciting. Then we come to our second math block where it's more of the independent small group work time. We have our first morning recess at 10:45. For about 10 minutes, we would transition back to our room and start reading block number 1. And that again is going to be a whole group instruction, mini lesson, sometimes vocabulary, depending on what we're doing for that day, but it's going to be more of a whole group instruction at that point. We transition and then into lunch and recess. After that, we go into a read aloud. We are reading The City of Ember currently, and the kids are loving it. And then we have our second reading block, where that's going to be, again, more independent work, small group time. We transition into intervention, and that could be either with title groups or math and reading groups just within the classroom. And then, of course, we have our end of the day community meeting, clean up, pack up, and sanitize, of course, before we leave to head out at 2 o'clock. So that is our morning schedule that we talk about every day during our first community meeting, just so the kids have a heads up what we're doing for the day. After that, I'd like to take you guys to kind of the COVID protocols. Again, we do, because we have so many children, we do make a line here to the door, and then also from the door in the sink along this way. And again, the kids are asked, I know they're probably coming home saying, oh, we have these zombie arms. Yes, we are doing zombie arms, which just means, I think it looks more like Frankenstein with the arms straight out, so that gives that 3 feet indication that we need to be 3 feet apart. If you can touch the person in front of you, you are too close. On our way out and on our way into the classroom, we always are hand sanitizing. We also have a whole setup here, 1 hand sanitizer, 1 soap, and then a bunch of cleaning materials. So the kids are getting really used to cleaning, especially at the end of the day. That is the end of the day job where they clean their desks and their chairs. We are definitely on them about wearing masks and wearing masks the right way. If for some reason your child comes to school and doesn't have a mask or it breaks, which has been happening with PE and recesses, that we do have extras on hand. Please make sure you're reminding your child to wear their mask appropriately, which means over their nose and mouth. So now I'm going to go ahead and go into kind of some of our curriculum that I have here. The kids were really eager to get some homework, so you may see this now. I did send home a red reading, more of a reading log holder, because we don't have a bunch of homework packets per se, but they will have a red folder that this will be in. They will have one per month, and again, they just write the date, the title of the book, how many minutes they read, and then a parent's signature or just initials are fine. That's just 30 minutes a night. Here is our cursive packet. And again, we have not started, all that we've done so far is just to see if the kids can even read the cursive, and then it just kind of breaks down. We looked at the table of contents. We'll start with lower letters, working through our uppercase letters. So again, I think this is really important for kids to know how to write cursive. Here is our Caring School Community booklet. This is the book that we use every morning, middle of the day, and end of the day. And it goes through all the different lessons and all of the different getting to know each other. All the activities that we do each day are in that book. Let's see here. Looking at my schedule, I think that about covers it for now. Eventually, and here's our City of Ember book. Let me grab that real quick. Set it down here. This is the book that we're currently reading right now as a read aloud. And again, the kids love it. There are 4 books in this series. Hopefully I can get my hands on the other 3 because they're loving this book so far. These will be the Reach for Reading anthology books that we will also be using when we start digging into our reading curriculum, which again is called Reach for Reading. We have lots of class norms that we've created: speaking kindly, speaking and treating others with care and respect, including one another, help one another, solve problems fairly. We have lots of anchor charts here, Teach 2 charts. Kids may have come home and talked about Teach 2 charts. And again, these are just thinking about what does it look like and sound like to do our best, and what is it almost but not quite. And again, we have not only doing our best, but we also have, let me flip through here for you so you know what we're doing here. Oops, and I almost just dropped the phone. Sorry about that. Considerate of each other's experiences. We are being safe with our body and mind and space. And we have, hopefully I'm not making you sick with the camera here, being flexible and open-minded. So those are our new norms. In the past, we had being safe, being kind, respectful, responsible, being a learner. And we are now have moved on to this, like I said, because we're into this new curriculum. These are like our new norms and rules. So again, the kids are really liking it and the flow of it, and they're having a great time with it. Another really cool thing that we have this year is a classroom set of laptops. Every child, and I'm thinking about COVID safety precautions, each kid is assigned to a computer, and they are the only ones that touch that computer. We also don't have shared supplies. Everyone has their own supplies within their binders, in their zipper pouches. Every child has a binder. And there are no community or shared supplies, so we don't spread those germs. And again, every child has a binder with all of their materials. And it's going really well so far. And again, these are also really great skills of organization and making sure you have everything that you need to get ready for middle school next year. So again, this is the classroom. The last thing I wanted to end with is to make sure that you guys are making sure that if your child wants to eat at school, that they are arriving no later than 7:50, as lunch or breakfast will be over at 7:05. They dismiss them, or 8:05, I'm sorry, to come back to class. If your child eats at home, great, but if not, 7:50 is the time they need to be here. And I think that is all. If you have any questions or concerns or anything, any comments, let me know either by email or through Remind. I know I've sent some messages through Remind. So I hope everyone has a great day. Hopefully this information was useful and helpful and have a better grasp about what our classroom looks like and what we do. So again, I wish you all could be here and see this room with me, but unfortunately in these times it's not an option. So Again, thanks for watching. Thanks for viewing. If you have questions, please don't hesitate to reach out and ask. Thanks so much. Bye.